Hello, all of today's competitors are brilliant artists. Some are so brilliant they've painted themselves twice. But will they be twice as talented or double the trouble? It's Portrait Artist of the Year. Last time, August Lamb won her place in the semi-final with a fresh and lively portrait of designer Lyle Hakaraya.
Oh my God. If I had to bet what the result would be, that would have been my last choice.
So who will be joining her as our 7th semi-finalist? Hoping to win a £10,000 commission to paint broadcaster Lorraine Kelly for the Scottish National Portrait Gallery are today's 9 artists. Sophia Core Hambleton-Gray, a fine art student from London. Artist Neil Rogers, living in Burton-on-Trent. London-based advertising student Kiana Manu. And Kitty Bellamy, a part-time French polisher living in York.
It feels really surreal. I keep on thinking somebody's going to jump out and go, surprise, it's all a joke, and you've got to go home now.
Also getting ready to take part in today's heat are artist Fletcher Sibthorpe, who lives in London. Fife-based painter and printmaker Donna McGlynn. Londoner Jack Hewitt, who is a part-time supervisor at a music venue. Rosie Phillips, an art technician from Norfolk. And Paul Martin, a retired creative director from Pembrokeshire.
Taking part in this iconic challenge was a real surprise to me when I got the phone call, actually, so I'm very much looking forward to getting started and meeting the sitter.
Deciding which artist will make it through to the semi-final are our judges. Curator Kathleen Soriano and artist Tai Shan Schierenberg. Good morning.
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 Aren't there normally 3 of you?
Yes, poor Kate has twisted her ankle.
Oh.
Yeah, that banana skin finally did its work.
Oh. Right, well, we've got the wall to look at. Let's kick off with someone who's kicked off their shoes.
It's great that we've got a full length. I love the play of light on the figure. It's beautifully observed.
Yeah, I love the mood of this. The artist in repose. Just a very nice evocative painting.
This looks like an homage to me. Mona Lisa? I mean, yes. It's a painting by Leonardo da Vinci.
Oh, wow, it's getting better.
Okay.
No, it's a fabulous homage, and I just love the touches that undermine the seriousness of the pose with London Eye in the background, the contemporary feel of it.
Well, from the Mona Lisa, we move to this double image.
This is quite incredible. You get the sense that the man has walked past a shop window and just seen this incredible reflection of himself and snapped it on his phone.
I'm getting Rembrandt portrait of an artist at his easel.
Oh, my God.
Myself.
What have we done to him?
Someone else in repose.
Very intimate in size and subject matter. Beautiful watercolour. I love the way it's been compressed into this page.
Yeah, for something that's so small, you feel the weight of it.
Not 1 portrait, not 2, 3.
Everything is in this painting. You've got notes on the wall, you've got the brushes, the scalpel, the scissors. The level of detail is phenomenal.
Another artist who's given us double portrait.
There's a wonderful solemnity to the face, that looking down, that contemplation, it's full of feeling.
I like where the head is situated within the space. It gives it this loftiness.
Someone else having a quiet moment.
And another one with closed eyes. I really like the looseness of it, but then you get up to the head and she's showing off, yeah, I can do a proper portrait at the same time.
The sheen on the dog's head is absolutely spot on. It's fabulous. It's so contemplative. I'm sometimes a bit allergic to effects. They've found, obviously, that if they spray something with charcoal, you get these nice spots in the background. But it makes it slightly dreamlike.
I'm not so sure. It's as if the artist felt that the drawing wouldn't be enough, and I think the drawing is enough.
Here's an artist looking straight at us.
Man, she's got a lot of brushes in her hands and in her hair, all used, actually, to create rhythms within this very dark painting.
And the black on black, I mean, that's a skill to be able to get that level of distinction between the 3 or 4 different blacks. It's very beautiful.
Artists, your sitter today keeps us all clued up when it comes to current affairs. She was the host of Radio 4's Woman's Hour for nearly a decade. She's one of the BBC's most respected political journalists. It's Martha Carney.
Hi there, nice to meet you.
Jack.
Yeah, great to see you. Hi, I'm Martha, very nice to meet you. Everything. Hi there.
Hi, Martha, how are you?
Very well, lovely to
Good,
see
have
you.
a seat. Welcome. How are you feeling about being here today?
I'm rather excited. I've been looking forward to this for weeks.
Are you a fan of art? Do you have much art at home?
I do, yes. A friend of mine said you never regret spending money on a piece of art that you love, and I think that's true. It lights up your life.
Absolutely. What are your interests when you get to do stuff just for yourself?
I am rather obsessed with bees. Our cottage is called Beehive, and we were given a wedding present of a beehive.
And what have you brought with us today?
Well, this is called a skep.
Right.
And it's what people used to use all the time for keeping bees right up until the Victorian period.
There you go, bees. Artists, I hope you have grand designs for your sitter today and that your portraits build him up. Please welcome much-loved broadcaster Kevin McCloud.
Hello. Hello. Thank you. Hello.
Hi, Kevin, nice to meet you.
And you, and you. Good morning. How are you? Hello. How are you? Good. Lovely. Morning. Thank you.
This has caused all sorts of health and safety
It
excitements.
has. I very nearly wasn't allowed to bring it.
Is it because you react badly to bad art, or what? Why have you got this?
My hobby is... One of my hobbies
Finish
is...
the sentence. Your hobby is what? Murdering people?
Trees.
Trees.
It's great for chopping wood. It's great for making kindling. It's a wonderful tool.
Are you a painter yourself?
Yeah, I am, yeah. All my life, I've drawn and drawn buildings.
So what are you looking for from your portrait today?
I have no idea. These guys know what they're doing, yeah, I assume. Yeah. So I'm just really excited to see what happens.
Good. Your sitter today isn't short of inspiring accomplishments. She's an entrepreneur, an activist, and a philanthropist. And in her spare time, she goes off-piste and casually breaks world skiing records. It's Heather Mills.
Hello, I'm Kitty. Nice to meet you.
Oh, you too. Hello.
Hi, how are you?
Good, have a seat. Wow, you look amazing.
Thank you. This is my ski race suit that I got the Guinness World Records in.
You got Guinness World Records. How many world records do you have?
5.
5?
Yeah. Bobsleigh, skeleton, ski jumping, speed skiing, and airbag jumping.
So you're not afraid to try something new?
No, I think that's been my drug of life.
Tell us what you brought with you today.
I brought my ski leg. Have a feel, it's very heavy.
Oh, yeah, it is.
Yeah, because you need that. When you get over 150, you need to have it that heavy.
OK, right, there'll be no going at 150 today. Have you thought much about how you want the artist to portray you today?
Yeah, I mean, when I first lost my leg, you never saw amputees on television. So I'd like to do it without my leg on. Are you taking my leg?
I'm
or
taking
someone
your
else?
leg, yeah.
There you go.
Thanks very much.
And then it's just, I'll just sit. Now I can relax.
Another day at the office. Artists, are you ready to put all your practice into, well, practice? You have 4 hours. Good luck, everyone. Your time starts now.
Is it okay if I take a
Yes,
photo?
please do.
Kevin, can I ask you to just move your legs? That's
Oh, yeah.
it. It's perfect.
Do you want me straight at you or
I
off
think,
camera?
yeah, if you can look right at me, that would be great.
Do you mind closing your mouth so that we don't see teeth?
I'm just mapping out Kevin. So I took out my big charcoal stick. This just helps me to stand a little bit further back so I can get an idea of composition, where I want to place him. I think there's a certain way that you can angle someone. It creates a slightly more powerful image, a little bit similar to my self-portrait.
Self-taught artist Rosie Phillips works as an art technician at her old high school in North Norfolk. Her portrait of Big Zoo was shortlisted in 2022. This year, her self-portrait submission, painted in oils, depicts a moment of contentment as she reads her book alongside her beloved dog.
Hi, Rosie. It's kind of interesting seeing the evolution in your work. You've become more abstract.
Yeah, I'm getting a lot more interested in how I can mix things up.
And you've decided to take on the whole of Kevin.
Yeah, this pose that Kevin's adopted here is quite nice. I love a bit of foreshortening, so I'm definitely making the most of that leg.
Yeah.
I am exaggerating it ever so slightly.
You often use legs to bring the viewer into the picture, so this is perfect. It could only be a Rosie, so that's nice. That is in keeping with what you do.
I'm giving myself like 20 minutes to do this sketch, and then as soon as that's perfect, then I'll start with painting. This is like make or break, so if this goes wrong, forget it.
20-year-old Kiana Manu is in her final year of her BA in advertising at University of the Arts, London. She used oils and acrylic to paint her Mona Lisa-inspired self-portrait and placed herself in front of London tourist attractions to bring a contemporary edge. Kiana, first thing you've painted is Martha's neck.
Yes, I always start with the neck in my portraits.
You always start with the neck?
Which is really weird, but I just use it like a warm-up spot, basically.
Where'd you go after that?
Next will be the nose.
Neck and then nose.
Neck and nose.
Yeah.
And then the rest of the face.
And the rest.
So.
You seem very relaxed.
Okay, good.
You seem under control.
Shaking a bit, but...
Oh, right.
I'm really pleased that I've got Heather as a sitter. She's got a real strength of character. I think she's done some amazing things, so I'm hoping to kind of capture some of that tenacity and that power.
Kitty Bellamy lives in York, where she works as a part-time French polisher and head of cabinet finishing for a piano restoration company. Her self-portrait, painted in oils on canvas, took 35 hours to complete.
Hi, Kitty. You've made a stunning start there. It's really, really beautiful.
Oh, thank you very much.
And it feels like you've gone with something that's maybe safe from your point of view, in that in your own self-portrait, the head was dead centre.
Absolutely. I've got 4 hours. I am so comfortable painting like this. I just think, you know, there's a time and a place to experiment, and probably today is not it.
OK.
I've never really been that interested in painting settings and backgrounds. I quite like that.
Went to all this trouble.
Sorry.
Doesn't matter.
Sorry.
It's OK.
Sorry.
I've chosen, composition-wise, a picture of Kevin looking at the object. It's more connected, so it's not just an object floating around in space. I'm still thinking it through. I may change my mind in 10 minutes.
Paul Martin is a retired creative director who worked in museum and exhibition design. He has predominantly painted landscapes, and this is his first self-portrait. He painted it after a hiatus caring for his beloved late wife. It features her roses and their treasured terracotta bottle.
That's great. That's all I need, thanks.
Good.
Paul.
Yeah.
You had a photograph and you've taken a different one.
I was really struggling. The object is really important to me, as it's really important to Kevin. So I completely changed within the last 2 minutes. The whole composition.
Oh, right. So it's a full figure, Kevin, with axe.
Exactly. And I really like the background. That all seems to work.
Well, no, it does all work.
Really...
There's also a lot of it.
Yes. I've got some big brushes.
Oh, good.
The artists have been at their easels for almost an hour.
I'm just cracking on with Kevin's face at the minute. Anything could happen at this stage, but If I can get past this bit, I'll feel a lot better.
The most important thing on the face for me is her eyes. So when I move on to that, I'll be like really trying to get those right.
My hands are shaking a bit, but the nerves are steadying as the paint goes down and I get more and more sort of into the portrait.
Our 9 artists have spent an hour studying the faces of entrepreneur and campaigner Heather Mills, journalist Martha Carney, and broadcaster Kevin McCloud.
I've drawn buildings, but I've also always collected pigments and paints and colours.
Yeah.
That's been a huge passion of mine, so yeah.
People that are into it are really into it.
I heard you say Rose Madder, and I was thinking,
yeah, yeah.
Oh.
Hello, Donna.
Hello.
How you getting on?
I'm just trying to get an accurate drawing so that I don't have a heart attack later on.
Okay. It's not going to happen, is it? Please don't do that. Donna McGlynn lives in Fife and is a full-time artist and printmaker. Her self-portrait, painted in oils and acrylic, depicts her freezing, messy attic studio and includes both her husband and her daughter. Your self-portrait was full of stuff.
Yeah, I really like looking at artists' tools. I like to see what everyone else is painting with. I just think it looks nice as well, all the colours, and it's pleasing to the eye.
It's also quite self-effacing, because you're not saying, this portrait is entirely about my face.
It's about a working artist. It's not very glamorous. It's just usually a solitary pursuit.
Today you're surrounded by a lot of people.
Yes. It's actually quite nice. I quite like it.
Good.
It's a bit like art college.
Right.
Heather, I find, is a fantastic dynamic sitter. I want to try and capture that, so I decided to go for the figure as well. She made a point about her prosthetic leg, and she chose her outfit for a reason, so it'd be nice to kind of get a sense of that too.
Fletcher Sibthorpe used to work as an illustrator, but now paints full-time. The composition for his Rembrandt-inspired submission evolved after he caught his reflection in his laptop when viewing reference images.
Morning, Fletcher.
Morning.
I don't think I've come across such a detailed grid. There are a lot of squares on this one square.
I normally don't use a grid, so I thought, instead of fighting it, use it as part of the composition, use it as part of the aesthetic of the painting.
What does that mean? Does that mean that we'll see the grid marks at the end? Oh,
Yeah.
interesting.
Today I'm working in charcoal. I work with charcoal all the time. I like the simplicity of it. I thought it would make it a bit easier for me today as well, not worrying about colour.
Neil Rogers worked as a framer for a fine art publisher for 20 years, before completing his fine art degree and becoming a full-time artist and art tutor. His submission was made using charcoal and acetone. He hoped to create a contemplative portrait and found himself confronted by how old he looked in the finished piece.
Neil, self-portrait, beautiful head.
Thank you.
Kevin, hopefully beautiful head.
Brilliant head. Couldn't ask for anyone better.
Why?
Good features, not too much hair to worry about.
It's a good job I'm dead.
There's a lot of stuff going on. At no time did it cross your mind, let's do something more complex here.
I think if I was trying to do the axe and everything else, it might just become a little bit more risky. You know?
All right,
I'd like to give a good account of myself.
No, okay.
A favourite part of the day for our judges is understanding the significance of each sitter's special object, and Kate couldn't possibly miss that.
Good morning, Kevin. Talk to me about this delightful and sensitive and not at all scary object that you brought in.
It's not at all scary because it's just a tool. And I use it a lot because my hobby is looking after trees and planting them. So I know this is apparently an instrument of death and torture and destruction, but in fact I use it quite creatively. This object also is very important to me because it's made by a very small company in Sweden, and it's got the initial stamp of the person that made the axe. So there's a connection through the object to, the people that made it.
Hi, Martha. I'm looking at this incredibly beautifully crafted object. You are a beekeeper, aren't you?
I was a beekeeper for many years. I ended up having 7 hives.
How many have you got now?
Well, really sadly, I had to give up beekeeping because I got stung.
Wow.
It was an anaphylactic reaction.
Yeah.
And I saw a consultant and he said, Miss Carney, you're going to have to give up bees. And I was like, no.
Obviously, it's still very involved in them.
I still love bees so much. What I've done is I've become more interested in wild bees, and now I have a little chart of bees you can spot.
Well, you've got your little bees around the queen.
Thank you for the queen.
Yeah.
Heather, we ask our sitters to bring an object,
Mm-hmm.
and it is a pretty amazing object as well. Tell us about it.
It's my ski leg. So when I lost my leg in '93, we didn't have ski legs or running legs or anything, and I've always been very active in my youth, and I kept asking why, and they said, well, you have to stay in your wheelchair. And I was just like, absolutely no way. So then I started to work on developing running legs, all the stuff you see in the Paralympics, so that I could go and try different sports.
It's wonderful that you've taken charge of your own mobility, your own dreams, and you've done it very successfully.
Normally, my portraits tend to be kind of melancholic. Martha kind of radiates joy, which is the opposite. So getting that across is something that I'm thinking about mostly.
Jack Hewitt was a camera operator before embarking on his art career, which he supplements by supervising at a local music venue. He painted his self-portrait in oils after capturing his reflection in the mirror in the morning light. Jack.
Hello there.
What an intriguing angle.
Yeah, it was just my instinct straight away as soon as she sat down. I really like these kind of sideways angles. I think it creates introspection.
I wouldn't say you've got an introspective sitter today, have you?
No, I haven't.
So that's interesting. What happens when those two collide?
Well, I suppose we'll find out once we're finished.
Hi, Sophia. You've gone really big. It's a strong pose, but it's also quite confrontational.
Yeah, that's always really important to have that confrontation.
There's more a challenge.
Yeah, and I think for her it could be the challenge of like, yeah, I don't have the rest of my leg.
Yeah, so what?
So what?
Sophia Core Hambleton-Gray is currently studying for an MA in Fine Art at Goldsmiths University. Her self-portrait took 5 hours to complete and is painted using watercolour.
I rather assumed that you'd be working in watercolour. It looks like you're working with paint.
Yeah, I actually usually work with oil paint, so I'll dilute the paints a lot with taps.
Yeah.
So it's similar to the watercolour in a way. I think colour's probably the most important part of the work.
It's looking really strong and very proud. I think Heather's going to be super happy.
I hope so.
The artists are nearly halfway through their 4-hour painting challenge.
Quietly confident I'll get it finished, but timing is crucial, so I'm not going to include the object today.
I think I'm going to hide the object somewhere in the composition, but I'm not going to tell you where. It's a secret until the end.
Nothing ever goes to plan, but I haven't lost hope yet. Things might get ugly in hour 3.
Our 9 artists are still busily capturing the likenesses of today's sitters: Martha Carney, Kevin McCloud, and Heather Mills.
It's been amazing painting you.
Oh,
yeah,
thank
it's really
you.
nice. You're so inspiring. What's your favourite place to ski?
Basically, Schladming.
Yeah.
Because I have a little hutte on the top, and when I come outside, it's just trees and the Dachstein Glacier.
Wow.
So just absolute nature.
I'm going to try and incorporate a bit in the background or something.
Oh, lovely. Gorgeous.
It's
great to have you back. Have you had a chance to hobble down the gallery wall?
I've had a very nice hobble. The art was very distracting and very good. It's a good wall.
Good wall.
And a good day. 3 terrific sitters.
Yeah, strong sitters, full of character, full of intention. And we've got some really interesting work starting to come together.
Who do you usually get to sit for you?
I mostly just paint my family and friends.
Martha's a very chatty, generous sitter, isn't she?
Martha's super generous. But I think what comes out of her more than anything is that intense enthusiasm.
It's a balance, though, isn't it? Because at one point, one of our artists said that they really enjoy silence.
They're like...
I don't know if that was a hint or whatever, but absolutely lovely to have her here.
Kiana's approach is very methodical and that she's moving piecemeal across Martha's face. The fragment of Martha we've got is floating in white, so it's very difficult to see what we're going to get.
I think what I really love about Jack's work is the composition, the way that he's placed Martha right at the foreground, so it creates this really interesting dynamic. I think the likeness is fine. I don't think it's quite there yet.
Donna was very nervous earlier on. Is she conquering her nerves?
Yeah, I think so. We've got this lovely chalky base where everything works in harmony. One of the decisions that I think she might have made a mistake on is the placement of the hands. At the moment, they're slightly chopped off.
Kevin's artists were delighted to see him come out as a sitter.
Yeah, and I think he wants to get some good pictures from the artists. You know, he's engaging with them, talking to them, he's having a great day. He's got an axe with him, so there's a sort of, like, good picture or else quality, and that's all coming through in all of the pictures. I think Rosie's very clever to do the wide-angle lens, so to completely distort everything, and then to do the face from life. It's a tiny little head, and I was worried she would overwork it, but there's a reality there, which is really fascinating.
Neil is doing a very fine drawing.
Yeah, it's a fabulous head of Kevin. What is a bit worrying is there was a quality to Neil's self-portrait that was very romantic, painterly soft. And at the moment, the big head we're getting of Kevin is very diagrammatical still. We get a very precise likeness, but it feels very engineered.
I looked around his desk for that spray bottle to see. I couldn't find one. So I'm hoping that Neil will stay away from that splattered treatment of his submission.
Paul started something, wiped it. Another composition came along.
Paul's taken a photograph of Kevin turning. And if he'd done that on purpose, it could be really interesting. But it is just a strange likeness. I'm worried about that.
I'm hoping that with the detail, this weird artificiality will go a bit, because it is a very odd story. A man looking at his axe very intently.
What a brilliant sitter Heather is visually. That's all very helpful, isn't it?
It's fantastic, and it can also be overpowering. It's interesting how portraits evolve. It's a cooperation between sitter and artist where the artist has most of the authority. Now, with Heather, that's not the case, and it's great. I like watching that imbalance.
I think Fletcher's decided to employ so many techniques in order to be belt and braces. I mean, he gridded up, but he doesn't normally grid. But he has placed Heather beautifully up in that top left-hand corner, and I think the drama of that pose is going to be really, really effective.
Kitty's giving us a portrait of Heather remarkably similar to her self-portrait. Is she playing it too safe?
Kitty got a great likeness. I was quite sad to see that she had decided only to do a head and shoulders. Heather is a gift, you know, why don't you do a bit more? But yeah, people don't want to take risks.
Sophia gave us a very interesting pose in her self-portrait. Very similar pose in this portrait.
It's similar, but it's been moved on because it's bigger and she's allowed herself more space to play. I love it, I just don't want her to overwork it.
It's a strange situation, isn't it, where you have the audience watching the artists who are watching you. It's almost like a kind of art installation of its own. But there's a lovely warm energy from the 3 artists. I'm sort of getting a lot from them, actually.
The portrait will definitely hang in my little hut on the top of the glacier in Austria. Because I'm in my ski race suit and I haven't got a portrait of me, so that's where it will go.
I haven't seen any of the paintings, so there's a huge unknown here. But also, I've come to see them as my little clan, so I'm quite protective of them all. And if I have to choose one, that's going to be almost rude. I think they are absolutely amazing for doing what they do, and so I would stand up to protect all of their work.
Jack, that slab of black is kind of powerful.
Yeah, sticking with the bee theme. The yellow and the black, the colour of the bees.
God, I'm
I thought it was obvious.
Sophia, I love the choice that you've made to put in such a detailed background.
Yeah, I was kind of imagining like a rough mountainscape. So we spoke about Schladming, and I found this image. So I was like, this works quite nicely.
It's a fantastically interesting work. Well done.
Thank you.
I'm happy with where it is at the moment. Now I'm going to throw some charcoal powder on it and some acetone and see what happens. The scary part. I've got charcoal powder in this little, well, it's an old sock. It gives me a little surface of charcoal that kind of sits on the top. Then when I spray the acetone on, it gives me lots of nice little splatters and drips and fun things happen.
Today's artists only have 30 minutes left to finish their portraits.
I really need to get the hands blocked in, actually. I forgot about those. They'll look like lobsters. They'll be all pink, because I won't have had time to do them.
I'm finessing the detail, working on the hands and just really bringing the whole thing together.
It's quite a detailed object, so I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to get all the like crosses and everything, but hopefully I'll have some time.
The artists are busily perfecting the final details of their portraits of Martha Carney, Kevin McCloud, and Heather Mills.
I could probably play with the mouth for about another hour, but I haven't got another hour, so I'm happy with the mouth. Oh, I need a smaller brush? Ah!
I'm just kind of fiddling around, trying to get a whole painting rather than just a face. Calm on the outside, maybe not so much on the inside.
I'm basically trying to just fine-tune Kevin's face now. Just try and get some of that joy through.
You can lose it all in the last 10 minutes by overworking it. You've got to know when to stop.
How long have I got?
Artist, you had 240 minutes. You now have 5.
Feeling very panicky.
Sorry about that.
I could do with another hour, another 2 hours, maybe 2 days, who knows?
I'm trying to really get it done quickly and mix the colours, but I think it's going to get done.
I'm quite happy with it. I'm chilling.
That's it. Please put down your equipment and step away from your easels. Martha, it's been a treat having you here. Have you enjoyed it?
I've had such an interesting, fascinating day. I'm such a kind of curious person. I've been bombarding these guys with endless questions, but they've been very patient, very patient.
Do you feel excited?
I do feel nervous because I've got to know them all, and I'll feel really disloyal to the other 2 that I haven't picked, so it's going to be very hard.
Oh, they know the deal. Right. Artists, can I ask you, please, to turn your easels?
Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. They've all captured me differently, but I can see in each one a kind of essence. It's really interesting.
Should we take a closer look?
Yes.
Yeah. Kiana.
Hi.
Can't believe that you've managed to do that in the time that you had. It's absolutely incredible. I'm so pleased you got my skep in. Thanks,
you. Thanks, Kiana. Right, Jack.
I knew yours was going to be rather different from the reaction that I could see. This is more thoughtful, but it still feels very like me. Thank you so much.
Donna.
I mean, I think that's quite flattering. Thank you. that is really lovely.
Thanks.
Right, Martha, I'm going to make you choose one of these now.
It's just so hard, the idea that I'm going to have to lose two of them. Eeny, meeny, no. OK, I'm going to go with Jack.
Artists, can I ask you, please, to turn your easels?
Oh, my word. Aha. I wasn't quite prepared for that. I feel like I've been smacked in the face. Wow.
Should we have a closer look?
Yeah, I'd love to, yeah.
Come on, then. Rosie.
That's astonishing. So much energy in that. It's like, I love it. Thank you. Neil, you flatterer, you.
What a fine man.
It's like the younger version of me he's done. Oh. Thank you.
Well done, Neil. Thank you very much. Paul?
I love that. And you've got me looking at the object.
That's right.
That's a remarkable thing.
Thank you.
There you go. They're the three works of art. You get to take one away with you.
Can't do it. OK, I'm gonna go for...
Absolutely.
Artists, can I ask you, please, to turn your easels?
Wow. Unbelievable.
Should we have a closer look?
Yeah.
Fletcher.
You've caught my double personality there. Tough on the outside and marshmallow inside. Brilliant.
Thank you.
Kitty.
I love this. You've got my little wrinkle nose, because I always go like that all the
It's
time.
cute.
Really great. Thank you.
Thanks, Kitty.
Appreciate that.
Sophia.
Wow. You've got the leg in, and you've got the mountains as well. Yeah, I like the attitude on that. Brilliant.
OK, Heather, you can choose one.
I think these two make me look the best, but if I get rid of vanity, that one makes me be in the memory of what I managed to achieve.
Time with the portraits allows the judges to assess today's work.
I was a bit mean about Paul at half-time. I didn't think he would pull off this narrative, and it's working very well. It really is Kevin.
It does really feel like he turned his head, he caught the photo, and he managed to capture it in paint. I'm really pleased that Neil went as large as he did. There is a deep pathos and sensitivity in the eyes. I worry a bit about using the script motif.
Neil needs to have a confidence that the medium of charcoal can actually be strong enough.
I love Rosie's work. It's full of energy and dynamism. It's a fantastic masterclass in foreshortening. The jacket, I think, is a bit distracting, but it's such a complete picture.
It's very youthful, Kevin, but I like his attitude.
I love Donna's tones. It's like a little fresco that you'd come across in a church. I feel a real sense of Martha.
I find the hands quite crude, and there's a bit too much emptiness.
I've got a feeling this picture's going to divide us.
Do you not like it?
For me, it's messy.
I really like what Jack did. What I'm fascinated by is he's taken something very traditional and made it more contemporary.
Kiana's an interesting artist in terms of the story she wants to tell. I think this is the first layer of this concept. She's not been able to develop it. But, you know, there's some lovely passage of paint.
Kiana really gets composition, doesn't she?
Yeah.
I don't think we've ever had anyone do quite what Sophia did today, which is have an exchange with their sitter, find the exact location that would transmit the portrait to that place, and then deliver it.
I think it's a bravura piece of composition.
Kitty is another artist who responded incredibly well to Heather. Out of all of them, I think that Kitty probably got the closest likeness.
I just am distracted by the background. It makes it look really old-fashioned. But yeah, I mean, a sensational likeness.
I think Fletcher, he took on slightly too much. He knew today he was going to have to compromise, hence the gridding up. I'm not quite sure that I like being able to see it.
In terms of composition and how to put a figure in a square, it's a masterclass. This sitter produced some good work.
I think it was a bit more of a struggle in this section.
I agree. And I keep on finding myself drawn back over there.
Actually, that is much more inventive.
Yeah.
So I think that's definitely in the top.
Yeah, I'm really happy with that in
I'm
the
really
top
happy with that. I was
3.
totally wrong about this artist.
All the artists have tried to do as much of the figure as possible.
Yeah. Well, people are getting very good. I mean, they're really wanting to put their all into everything.
Artists, you have survived a day of pressured creativity. Well done. The judges have taken the time to look at each of your portraits and have come up with a shortlist of 3. The first artist is Paul Martin. The second is Sophia Core Hambleton-Gray. And the third and final artist in the shortlist is Rosie Phillips.
I'm tired. It's a long day, but it was really good fun.
Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Hope you enjoyed your day.
Great to meet the other artists. Thoroughly enjoyed it. Recommend it to anybody.
So another terrific day.
Yeah, we've had a really, really good day today. I think some fantastically strong work from our artists.
We don't always get the complete scene and the artist really being able to tackle narrative and scene setting. And we've got 3 in the top 3 who have done that. I'm not sure we've ever had that before.
So Rosie gave us great footwear. If nothing else, I'd like to see more of her shoes. What took your fancy about these?
I think they're great stages. She presents the portrait within a beautiful context that feels very constructed.
There's an artificiality about making art, and she's saying, I'm making a painting here, and in it, we've got a portrait.
I think also what's fascinating is this combination of something which is believable, but yet peculiar. It's like the audacity to put him so far back in the picture and to make his head so small.
His head is really small.
But it is still him. I mean, it's still
Yeah.
a likeness. It doesn't feel tortured at all, though. It just feels, like, interesting, and everything comes together so beautifully.
Sophia has given us a pretty similar pose.
Absolutely. They've both got also a brilliant attitude in the faces. I mean, these are, you know, strong women. They command their picture space.
I see Sophia as a disruptor, and it's interesting that she was given a model who's also a disruptor. And so there's a kind of boundless strength in both of them. And it's just interesting to see a painting that I find irritating.
What?
Oh.
Well, I've got to ask you, what do you find irritating about her?
It's audacity. We've been doing this for many years. Nobody has had the audacity to go, OK, this is what the sitter's talking about. I'm going to put it in the painting. And to make it work.
It's more usual for artists to give us less on the competition day than they gave us in their self-portrait. And today, she gave us even more.
So at the end, we have Paul's Kevin. What do you see now about Paul's work, now we've got those 2 pieces side by side?
Well, I see that I was totally wrong halfway through the day. I thought he'd chosen the wrong photograph, and I was completely wrong for the first time ever on this programme. You really believe that Kevin's just turning to look at his axe.
Kevin is alive, he's moving. The whole thing is in flux, and it's very beautifully painted.
I much prefer this painting to the submission.
Yeah, I definitely prefer today's version. You know, sometimes taking part in this competition actually moves artists on. Sometimes working faster is a better thing. With Kevin, there is a freshness and a life to it, and it works.
Rosie, Sophia, Paul, what an achievement to get this far. But as you know, there is only one place available in the semi-final. The artist who is going through constructed a compelling scene as well as a convincing portrait. And that artist is Rosie Phillips.
Thank you so much. To be the winner of today is bonkers.
Brilliant, brilliant.
It's just been a great day.
God, phenomenal, amazing.
Rosie's winning portrait was just amazing. She totally deserved to win. I'm really excited to see what she does in the semi-final.
Thanks so much.
Rosie produced something that was so compelling. It was dynamic, it was inventive in the way she did her mark making, just came together as a whole, and I can't wait to see what she'll make for us in the semi-final.
Oh my God, I'm so proud. I'm so proud. I'm so proud. I just feel really excited about the semi-final. It's just another opportunity to get painting, to have a new experience. So I'm really, really looking forward to it.